From the Oklahoman newsroom, this is a Varsity update. I'm Jenny Carlson here in the Oklahoman studios with high school beat writer Cameron Jordan. Cameron, a story that you brought to people about an upcoming, really rising recruit from Edmond Santa Fe, a kid that might not have been on a lot of recruiting radars not too long ago. Now he's got offers galore. Tell us about Collin Oliver. Yeah,
Collin he's a really unique prospect. Like I said, he's just about to start his junior year, but this spring at the beginning of May, he was competing track and standing out in track and field realm in the state. Come May 15th, he gets his first offer. Well, after that, within the next 20 days, all of a sudden he's up to 7 offers from schools like Oklahoma State, Texas Tech, Nebraska. The Power 5 programs really started noticing what an athlete this kid was. I mean, he's built 6'3", 220 pounds. He's extremely athletic. He does the high jump and the long jump in track. He placed third at the Class 6A state meet for the high jump. Mm-hmm. And then in football, he can play a bevy of positions. He mainly plays linebacker, but he can also line up as a defensive end. He can also play as a slot defender when you're covering receivers. What he can do is just incredible, but how crazy his recruiting jumped up in such little time just shows how much coaches all of a sudden were like, that's someone who we want on our roster.
I assume that, even though he wasn't in the middle of football when this all started, to see a guy who's 6'3", 230 high jumping, that had to open some football recruiters' eyes, I would think.
It opened my eyes when I first saw him at the state meet. I was like, who's this kid? I mean, because he's an athlete. It was really impressive. And talking with him and Santa Fe coach Kyle White, they both agreed, like, his athleticism is just off the charts. And they said that he has so much more room to develop as well.
Is he like you mentioned, he plays sort of all over the place defensively, and only as a junior, how big he gets, how much weight he puts on is a little bit up in the air, but is he more a linebacker? Is he more that end rush guy? Where does he project college-wise, do you think?
In the college-wise, I think he can kind of fit an Eric Stryker type mold. He can play as a linebacker position, but he can also rush really effectively off the edge. He's too big, strong, and athletic, as we've mentioned, that tackles have a problem trying to guard him. If you're one-on-one, he's likely going to get in the backfield and get to the quarterback or get a tackle for loss.
Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting to see how much more his recruiting takes off. As you mentioned, in the matter of less than a month, he went from 0 to several offers. So Oklahoma State already offering. We'll continue to follow his career. Junior Collin Oliver up at Edmond Santa Fe. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at Oklahoman.com and every day in the Oklahoman.